What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today I wanted to talk about Sharife Cooper. I wanted to talk about Sharif because he's played a couple of Summer League games now. He played really well yesterday, or at least it's yesterday when I'm making this video. Hit the game-winning shot, had a great game statistically, and has looked, pretty good so far in Summer League. He's had, a few issues with his game, but overall has played good. And I kind of wanted to just give my thoughts on Sharif and his game and his future, with the Atlanta Hawks mostly, but also kind of just in the league and how his play style fits, because he's a little bit of a different guard than we've seen come into the league the last few years, and kind of just wanted to, like I said, give my thoughts on it and hear what you guys have to say about Sharif and his future in the league. Before I get into that, I just wanted to quickly say, please hit the like and subscribe button. Leave a comment down below. We respond to all our comments. Every like, every comment is important to us. It matters. And it makes a big deal and helps our channel. So if you could do that, please do that. And now with that being said, let's get into the video. So like I said in the intro, Sharif has played 2 games now, and the first game wasn't his greatest game. He had 11 points, 6 assists, shot the ball 5 of 11 from the field, had 6 turnovers. And so obviously the 6 turnovers is something that kind of stands out from that stat line. But overall, nothing, stood out, nothing too impressive. Kind of just, I guess, first game, getting used to the new team, first professional game, all that stuff. And so nothing, too crazy, nothing to get too worked up about there. And his second game is where he really played well, and I thought we saw a lot of the things that Sharif could bring to an NBA team, especially when he gets, an opportunity to, have the ball in his hands a lot and make, decisions for the team. He had 21 points, 9 assists, game-winning shot, or game-winning jumper. Shot the ball really well from the floor, 5 of 8 from 3, 8 of 14 overall. So was efficient from the floor, efficient from 3, and like I said, played really well. And I thought we saw what he could do when given an opportunity to have the ball in his hands and make plays for others. And he gets, a little more comfortable being on the floor. Now, with that great game, he also had 6 turnovers in this game as well. And so through 2 games so far in Summer League, 12 turnovers, that's a little too much, or more than you would want out of your point guard, especially for someone with his size. When he gets to the NBA level, when you're that size, you got to take care of the ball. You got to be making right decisions, because you'll get snatched off the floor real fast, turning the ball over at that rate, or having such a low, assist to turnover rate. And so that's something that he's going to have to clean up. That's something that, he had problems with at Auburn. And so still an area of his game that's going to have to get better. But I think, like I said, as he gets more comfortable and he, gets into a situation where he has a real role, I think that's something that he can clean up for sure. And so now we've seen Sharif have a good Summer League game where he's able to put up, big time statistics and be a really good player, arguably the best player on the floor. We saw him at Auburn be one of the better players in the country, who was able to put up some of the best stats in the country for half a season. And he was supposed to be a player who would be a borderline lottery type draft pick, someone who was at least guaranteed to go in the first round. Instead, he fell all the way to the 40s, where his hometown team, the Atlanta Hawks, drafted him. Going to Atlanta could be a good situation for him in terms of going home, and he could be comfortable, being there, and it could, make him play better. Or it could be a situation where it's bad for him to go home, depending, I guess, on, the people around him, pressure on him, things of that nature. So maybe it could be a bad thing. In terms of, basketball fit, they got him on a 2-way contract, so he'll be playing in the G League, some on the NBA team. I'm sure he'll get some, minutes here and there when he's up with the big, league team or whatever with Atlanta. But I think most of his rookie year is going to be spent in the G League. And so long term, how does he fit with Atlanta? I kind of think it's a bad fit, and I don't think it's really the best situation for him in terms of basketball. The reason why I say that is they have Trae Young on a max contract, and I think him and Trae are similar in some aspects. I think obviously we've seen Trae Young be, the type of player who could lead his team to the Eastern Conference Finals, and obviously Sharif isn't on that level, but they play pretty similar in that they're kind of high volume, ball dominant, smaller guards who can, rack up big assist numbers as well as scoring numbers. Now they probably get them in different ways, those stats, but again, they're kind of similar in that aspect. And the thing that, is a problem for Sharif is, again, he's a smaller guard just like Trey, and both do not play any defense. You can't play them on the floor with each other because obviously that'd be a defensive nightmare. And when you're paying, Trey Young, a max contract, he's going to be playing 34, 35 minutes a night. There's not a lot of minutes there for Sharif. And so for his development, for his long-term growth, I don't think Atlanta is the right team for him. And I don't know how long he will actually be on their team. Just like I said, due to the fact that there's not really any minutes for him to get. He's not the type of guard who could slide over to the 2 spot, or Trey Young can't slide over to the 2. They both have to be playing the 1. And like I said, when you got Trey Young playing 34, 35 minutes every night, that's only, about 10 minutes a night, maybe 15 some nights for the backup point guard. And that's just not going to be enough, I think, to really develop Sharif and get him to the level that I think he wants to get to, and the level that some of his, fans or followers think he can get to. And overall, I think Sharif is a good player. I think he's the type of player who can put up stats and put up some really respectable numbers if given the opportunity. Now, will those stats lead to winning? We didn't really see that at Auburn. The team wasn't that great with him, and they weren't great without him, to be fair too. But his stats didn't really contribute all that much to a winning team. And so we'll see, I guess, when it comes to the NBA, if, he's able to put it all together. Like I said, I think the first year he's going to spend a lot of time in the G League. I think he's going to get a lot of reps down there. And I won't be surprised to see him have some really, eye-catching stat lines down there. Especially if, he's the main ball handler and they put him in a system similar to like what Trey Young is with, the Atlanta Hawks. And so I think he'll put up some good, respectable, possibly eye-catching, G League games. And then when it comes to the NBA, I think, we might see him here and there, but I don't think he's going to be a major rotation guy early in his career. And so that kind of sucks to see because I do think he's got a little bit of potential, and I'd like to see him develop and see, what level he can get to. But I guess, only time will tell. I guess he's going to have to, like I said, do things better in terms of, taking care of the ball. His jump shot's going to have to get a little smoother, a little more, workable in game, I guess you could say, because it's just really unorthodox at the moment. And so he's going to have to, get that worked out or whatever. But overall, I like Sharif. I like his game. And I'd like to see him get an opportunity to, be a NBA player someday. And so leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. Let me know what you think of Sharif. Let me know what you think of his future with the Atlanta Hawks. Leave those thoughts down in the comment section below. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll talk to you guys later.